All right, welcome back. We're in the middle of, well, what at least seems to be a pretty heated series between Charleston and Florida State. The games themselves have been close, but it is, of course, 2-0 in favor of Florida State. And, what do you really think that Charleston has to do to get back into this uplink?
They got to give it their all.
Yeah, obviously,
They have the potential.
Yeah, I mean, these have been very close games. The hardpoint 250, 180, and the search and destroy 6-4. Bands coming out, overdrive flashbang, high caliber, concussion, nothing crazy there, right, Isaiah?
Mm-hmm. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Yeah, those are all things you really want to use to either stop the ball carrier or stop people who are trying to. We'll find out. That was money that protected it. So we'll hop with him right when we get into game and see if that's what he's running. But Rejack picked up, the same as we saw in Search and Destroy. Do you really think Rejack is any more useful in respawns than it is in Search and Destroy?
For sure, because, it takes away your spawn time.
Yeah, I mean, we see it might be because I think it might just be a one-shot no matter what, but that's a good question. That's something we're
If
going to
it's
see.
a one-shot kill with the ball carrier, it's not a bad... Maybe. You have to be skillful with that.
We'll find out. That was money that protected it. So we'll hop with him right when we get into game and see if that's what he's running. But Rejack picked up, the same as we saw in Search and Destroy. Do you really think Rejack is any more useful in respawns than it is in Search and Destroy?
For sure, because, it takes away your spawn time.
Yeah, I mean, we see the Annihilator coming out. First one of those we've seen. That takes a while to charge up, but once you get it, it can, annihilate. Ripper again coming out, and boy, we've seen a lot of Ripper
I prefer
play.
the Tempest over the Annihilator because, it can chain kill.
Right.
And, it takes less time, I'm pretty sure.
And making those pushes, especially offensively, if you're pushing into the enemy base and they're coming off spawn, you may be able to get some of those chains, and that could be crucial for getting some early dunks in this game. Well, not early, obviously, because he's going to need to wait for that to charge up, but getting some points and getting a lead. And, as these players finish up their classes, we see for Charleston, a 2-2. So 2 tactical specialists and 2 weapon specialists. And the same thing for the side of Florida State. I mean, I think that's pretty standard for Uplink in terms of, the
Definitely.
composition you see. The Annihilator will be very interesting because, like we said, it takes a lot to charge up. So Rostafarian is going to need to do well on his own just to even get it in a solid amount of time. I mean, if he doesn't even get it, it's going to be a waste of a specialist when you could have gone for something, like you said, like the Tempest or...
Yeah. Because Tempest, you can get 1 kill that can lead into 2.
Right. The chaining is helpful, and, the only really downside of the Tempest versus the Annihilator is the slight, quarter of a second charge time for each shot. The Annihilator
if you get good with the Tempest, you're a beast.
Oh, yeah. You have to almost lead your shots because it takes a split second to charge up, whereas the Annihilator is an instant.
It's like the railgun from Halo.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, the Tempest is very much like the railgun from Halo. The Annihilator is just a beast. That one-shot pistol, the golden gun from Destiny, is pretty much what the Call of Duty and Destiny are both Activision games. I wonder if they went to Bungie and asked them for some
But do you
coding.
know where the golden gun originated?
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna hop into this third match and see if the College of Charleston can do anything to stop Florida State from getting a 3-0 on them. All right, as the players connect in and get their classes all set. Well, did Austin get in? I hope he did. I don't want to have to remake the lobby. At least I not want to. That'd be a bit annoying. But we're gonna be. It was G Money who protected the combat axe. Is he running it? No, he is not. Interesting. Oh, did this player not connect? It looks like this player hasn't connected, which means we may. Yep, he just dropped out. So this is gonna be a reset of the lobby. While we get things figured out here, we're going to let the players just do that bandit protect real quick. But while we let these players figure it out, we'll be right back, and we'll come back when the match is actually getting started.
I don't understand what they want from me.
Turn it on.
Okay, we're back after that slight complication. Austin disconnecting from that lobby at the start of the game, but we are right back in it, and now this is Uplink on Fringe. We'll see.
See a lot of
who's-
ARs.
Yeah, a lot of ARs. Well, actually, 3 SMGs for Charleston, and the ARs are definitely coming out for Florida State, though. Let's see who's going to be able to get this strong first break. Hart's going to be there. Nade's coming out. We got players pushing tracks. No, Magnum will take out money. Dustin there for the refrag, though. Federal able to take him out as well. And it is trades back and forth, back and forth. Nobody yet able to take control of the ball. Hart can be pushing up in the middle. We'll find one, at least one. We'll get taken out with a headshot by the player on Chuck. And look at that. Still, nobody has grabbed the ball yet. This is absolutely ridiculous to see. Has anyone OE'd? Yeah, you have a couple players there from Florida State. Who is that player? That's Austin, who's pushing around, trying to lock down their spawn, allow his team to grab the ball and push right to him, but won't even find anyone yet. No one has touched the ball. We're almost a minute into this game.
Yeah, someone OE'd in their spawn.
Yes, Austin, Austin's still there, trying to make things happen, but nothing, minute in, the ball hasn't been touched yet. You know, Fringe is one of those maps, though, where it can be difficult. As I say that, though, player from Florida State will get his hands on it. It can be kind of difficult because the ball does spawn, you know, in a very open
And
part
we
of the
do
map.
see some plays here. Gets tossed. Oh. Ooh.
That's a great play from him.
Good.
Able
Oh,
to toss
he
the
gets
ball
taken
and get
out.
the kill, but that ball will sit there in top barn. Hart will take it for Florida State, and he will just throw it out to the middle. Knife God will come up and take him out. He's still there. The two-piece from him, but Austin comes behind him. Magnum, though, has this ball going, towards Brixton. Just jukes a guy pretty much.
Can't make it up.
Let's see what happens here. Knife God coming up back into mid. We'll find a couple players in front of him. Unable to pick up, though. That will be Hart able to pick up that
Setting a
frag.
white truck. Good spot.
Yep. G-Money has the ball. His teammate's there. Oh, he
He's setting
knows there's someone right there.
Resets his armor.
Yep, good idea to throw the ball because he knows looking for the challenge. He will find two
Will he
players
get a
right here.
one?
I don't think
It's
that's
possible.
going to go in. Nope, that bounced
Almost.
right off the roof. Someone from Charleston will grab that. That's Knife God. Let's see if he plays it or runs it down tracks. Yep, he will decide to play it. I don't know about that. It seems like Florida State has pretty solid control of the ball respawn area. Maybe trying to make something happen up tracks would have been a good idea. Isaiah, what do you think?
You know, I think it would have been a good idea as well. It's totally open. His teammates up. Could have totally made a play right there.
Yeah, that's one of the things is, you know, some players can get stuck in this mentality that you have to play the ball
Yep.
if you get it back in your base and that you don't even want to try and make something happen from that far away. Rostafarian able to pick up 3. Will he find the 4th here? No. Hart will take him out. Hart now pushing up to mid. He's been carrying the ball pretty often for his team. He will grab it now. Has a couple players there.
Where is it?
Yep.
It's
Spots him.
really weak.
EMPs, grenades,
Out
all
goes the
sorts
guy.
coming out.
White
Guns
truck
down
guy.
a guy, but will get taken out by nades. That ball will be down there in front of that truck that's in Charleston territory. We'll see now. Rostafarian now with another kill. Looking around, there's not much he can do. That ball is just sitting there, and it resets and goes back to the middle map. We'll see who's in position to grab it. Nobody really. Who's this one player that's Federal who's sitting there? Will get one kill. His teammate will pick up another, but it's not enough. Magnum will finally get the ball. Going for the throw over the barn. Is that going to go in?
Oh.
No, it bounces all the way back into their base. Let's see. That's Hart will have it. And I think playing it was probably
Yep.
a good idea. You had some teammates there who were in position, but they both decided to turn around and pick up that kill on the guy in their base. I think maybe instead of sending both, you should have just sent one. I think that may be showing maybe a lack of communication a little
Both
bit.
teams are having a very hard time controlling.
Yeah, I mean,
Doing it.
not
Oh,
a
the
single
three-piece
ball.
by
Rostafari
Rostafari.
with the 3-piece. He has the Annihilator. He has just popped it. Let's watch
G-Money
it.
with the 2-piece.
See if he can make anything happen with this Annihilator. Shoots one guy, gets it though, will get shot in the back. He did get a streak out of that.
All right, Knife God.
Nobody has the ball
Knife
still.
God do anything.
A minute left in this round, gets the one burst to the dome. 1 minute left and nobody has
Doesn't
scored.
help
As I
his
say
guy.
that, nope.
Does not help his ball. Gets taken out. Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Awesome turn on there from Knife God onto Hart, maybe setting his team up for to grab some possession, but as I say that, Federal sits back and picks up the kills as they come rolling in. It's still just sitting there in mid-map. Not a single person has scored. Barely anyone has touched the ball this entire first half. This is
Charlestown needs to start pushing. They gotta keep it.
this is insane. Charleston, though, yes, they have a couple picks. This looks like maybe
This
a
could
last
be a
second.
one. This could be a
Will he
one.
get it? Yes, he'll get the throw
He'll
off,
get
and
a
it
one.
will go in. The
was
late 1 point coming
That
in
was
for
huge.
Charleston, and unless Florida State, ooh, do you think?
But
Oh,
unfortunately, that was on good side. So,
do you think that he maybe should have just saved that RC car for the next round?
no, yeah, there's just no time left.
Yeah, I mean, Charleston
Might
able
as
to
well
pick up
just
3
save
at the
it.
very end, but a 1 point. That's all that goes in. Wow, look at that class setup. Hold on, by
And
Rostafarian.
that could be the 1 point. That wins this whole
5
match.
attachments. 5 attachments on his Man of
This is
War.
what Charleston needs, man.
Yeah, Charleston. I mean, this is pretty much the tale of this entire series. It's been
If
close.
they can keep up the pressure like that, they can close that out.
Yeah, we'll see now if Florida State can answer back quickly, because if they let Charleston score a couple more points, it starts to get worrying when you're on second side and the time is winding down.
Yeah.
Magnum throws out a couple of stuns, will get
This
the
could be
ball,
a
but
one.
oh my god, he runs into a couple
This
people,
could be
pops
a
the
one.
armor. Will he get that? No, that would have been an absolutely incredible
You
play.
can make that shot.
Oh, for sure. We've seen it many times tonight, but he missed it. But if he was able to survive all that with the armor and then get the run, that would have been a great play. But yes, the ball is played, sent back to mid-map. Knife God in a good position to watch it as his teammate grabs the ball. Will jump on board with him. He's weak. Goes to reset his armor. Yep, resets his armor. That's 3 down, 4 down now. This might be it. Let's see.
This could be a dunk.
It's going to be close. Can he get around him? Yes, he does. Able to get the dunk. His teammate will get him with the grenade, though. Face Feeder will pick up another 2-piece along with the team kill. That's now 3-0 for Charleston. And he goes for the hip fire, misses it. Ooh, with the HC car. Yeah, HC car comes right in.
Sloppy.
G-Money, though, in a solid position for the barn throw. Let's watch it on the minimap, see if he gets it. No, again, it goes wide, unable to get it. Still nothing for Florida State. Let's see what Federal
State cannot catch a break this
does with this drone if he plays it. Oh, right. No, I was completely. I was not. I saw that. I was not expecting him to be able to just sit in his enemy's base without any resistance. So that was my fault for reading it wrong.
They're coming
oh,
at.
He's
that
got
could be a one.
No, he threw it way too low.
But this could be a dunk. No one's in their base.
There is, in fact, someone in their base, and we'll pick them up. The ball will get reset once again in mid. Now 3-2 Florida State, making this a one-possession game, at the very least, to tie it. Magnum, the furthest pushed up towards the ball, has a player to his right on track, player to his left in this area, and will get taken down by Hart. Hart will grab that ball and toss it back out, and so again, we get a very hard reset. Nice headshot there from Hart. That's 3 down for Florida. Yep, that's 3 down for Florida. They're going to be making a play on this ball, but no. Charleston able to get that ball back and instantly play it. That is a prime example of when you want to play it. When the other team is breathing down your neck, breathing down your base, you want to get that out as fast as possible. So something like what happens that Florida State got those 2 points can happen again. Florida State, though, 3 kills down for them. They do have possession of the ball. Tosses it to his teammate, top barn. He's now running out. Might be able to get...
This is a dunk.
Yes! Get the ledge slide. Beautiful ledge slide into the dunk, making now Florida State taking the 4-3. Pops the scythe maybe too little too late. Gets taken down early. Federal now in for the relay.
Again.
Now how...
This is a one or a dunk. Wow, it's dunk.
That's a dunk, yeah. Isaiah, talk to me about how important setting up that relay is in Uplink.
You know, it's extremely important. Like, as soon as you get a dunk, to already be going back to ball.
Oh, the double Tempest kill comes out for money. Again, setting up his team for yet another push. They're just racking on the points right now. Want to put this away 3-0. Rostafarian has popped the Annihilator, but does not get anything with it. 7-3 now. Florida State seems to have taken complete control with 1:40 left in the second half of this game. You know, Collegiate Charleston needs to do something right now, or else this series is going to, quickly slip out of their hands. Though 3 kills there all of a sudden for the College of Charleston now. Knife God has it. We'll see if he tries to run it up tracks or goes to play it. Looks like he might be, at least for now, running up tracks, but he's going to run into immediate opposition here. I don't see, this is just a huge choke point. Yep. No, actually manages to dodge one player. Gets it, throws it right to Austin.
That's 3 down for Florida State. They can work with this.
At this point, honestly, I don't think you really, if you're Florida State, you just don't even necessarily go for dunks or points. You just hold it back. A minute left in the second half, and it's a 2-possession game.
Like
wow. And that honestly...
He's on fire.
NBA Jam, yeah. That might be enough to put it away, though. Austin has the ball, and yeah, they're just going to play keep away, I think. No, they're going to rack on those points, make it truly impossible. And that, I think, is going to do it. Interestingly, I don't think a single one of those throws went through over Barn or Grandma, but
it's a wrap.
3-0 Florida State will be a 4-0 team, while Charleston will drop down to 3-1. However, I would not be surprised if we see both of these teams in the top 8 bracket in a couple of weeks' time. Now, Isaiah, what do you think really went wrong there for Charleston? They had that 3-0 lead.
2 maps in a row they were in the lead. They had what it takes, but they just can't seem to close it out.
Yeah, it seems like Florida State does really well with the clutch factor. I mean, look at that. That's 11 unanswered points.
Florida State does adapt. We've seen them adapt.
That was 11 unanswered points to close it out for Florida State. A great showing in the second half after that fairly boring first side where nobody scored, or no, Charleston scored a single point in that first half. Florida State comes out and says, "You want 1? Well, we want 11." and they just go completely unanswered to take the easy 3-0. Well, I mean, I say it's easy, but it was, most of these, this is the biggest, deficit between the two teams we've seen this series. The Search and Destroy and the Hardpoint were both very, very close. However, Florida State seems to have their uplink strats set.
A little sloppy in the beginning for both teams.
So just, a quick reminder, if anybody hasn't heard yet, we're going to be doing a FPS Freak giveaway tonight. And, in chat, make sure you're followed and do ! AVGL. We're going to be doing that at the end of the stream. Of course, that was the end of our match. Now we're going to do some close up and wrap ups and talk to you guys about what we have going on. But make sure you enter in to win those FPS Freaks. Thank you to Control Freak for sponsoring us. But Florida State with the 3-0, I think I would be very surprised if I didn't see them in the top 8. And the same thing with College of Charleston. They seem to be one of the more kind of put together teams that knew what they were doing. These two teams really seem like they have experience with each other. Would you agree?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, I think, some of the other teams we've seen tonight and last night were maybe a little bit more on the side of pickup teams, of teams that didn't have synergy, didn't have chemistry. But boy, I'll tell you, it sure looks like I'd be very interested to know if both of these teams or either of these teams have been playing with each other for long, because it seemed like they had their communication set, and it really did seem like they both had good strategies. Unfortunately for Charleston, their execution was not strong, and they kind of choked, with the 3-1 lead in the Search and Destroy, and the 3.
They just couldn't close it out.
A 3-0 lead in the uplink. Florida State
just kept on adapting.
Right, and that's exactly what we talk about when we talk about composure and momentum, is that Florida State was completely able to
keep the composure.
Keep that composure and say, okay, we're down a couple rounds in S&D. We're down a couple possessions in uplink, but we can come back, and that's exactly what we did. So there you have it, folks. Florida State with the 3-0 over the College of Charleston. We'll be right back with some closing wrap-ups for tonight's action.